Hi, it's New Comic Wednesday. There's new comics. Let's talk about them.
Lots of stuff.
All right, this is the second round of Spider-Man, Superman, Spider-Man books. So the first round of those that came out was the Superman, Spider-Man books. That's the one that DC put together. This round is the Spider-Man, Superman books, the ones that Marvel put together, featuring the return to Marvel Comics, or one of the recent returns to Marvel Comics, of my favorite writer, Brian Michael Bendis, who I wish would write way more stuff. So he's got a story in here that I'm very excited about.
And also, for those of y'all keeping up, Brad Meltzer, Jeff Johns, Gary Frank, people who you generally don't see in the Marvelverse. So it's a nice bookend for either, whichever way you like to go with your.
There's a Peach Momoko story in here, so that's fun. It's a Spider-Gwen Peach Momoko story. So that's super cool.
And of course, as always, we have representation of all the covers. You've got some, cool, Adam Hughes holding a Black Cat, Power Girl holding Black Cat upside down. Eric Larson. You've got Walt Simonson with Thor and Steel. That's a neat, that's a neat pairing there.
Got Scotty Young, if you like those.
Yeah, and Greg Capullo, hawking kind of a Todd McFarlane vibe on there. So, yeah, plenty of covers for the Telltale across your blank red sketch cover variant as well.
Yeah, I like this one, the split logo cover between Spidey and Superman. So, come on in, pick up some of those. Otherwise, it's a absolutely big week.
See what he did there?
Yeah, that's pretty good. So we had Absolute Flash, Absolute Wonder Woman. Both have brand new issues here.
More reprints.
We have some reprints of Absolute Batman number 12, the Killer Croc introduction.
I think there's more. I think 9, 10. So you got the
7, 8, 9, 10.
8, 9. We got small ones of these, but the first Bane, and as Jason will tell you, those Bane issues were pretty brutal. Some stuff happens to people, things and stuff.
It is good comic booking. I'm a fan of those. So we have a new Detective Comics. I've been reading these detectives, and Tom Taylor has been writing, and it's an unsung hero right now. Like, I think the actual Batman book with Matt Fraction is a really good book, but these Tom Taylor books have been really fun.
He always does a solid job.
Yeah.
He does a solid job with the characters.
Well, he did a great job with Robin, with Nightwing on that book, and he's continued to do really well here.
Also talking about reprints, we've got the rare all-in special.
Yeah.
For people who slept on it the first time around, and then the other prints come in, they just disappear. This is the key launching point for the whole Absolute all-in next level. This is where it all begins. It's got a flip cover. Granted,
has a centerfold.
It does have a centerfold. Now, granted, now a lot of the cats are out of the bag, so some of the suspense element may not be there, but it's a good, solid story. And for those of you who missed how this whole world began, that's a great chance to catch up and put that missing piece of the puzzle in place.
Also, the first appearance and the first cover appearance of the Absolute Trinity. So Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Superman, all made their very first appearance in there, and that flip side cover is their first cover appearance.
So lots of fun there.
Does it count if they're on the back cover? Oh wait, or is it the front cover? I don't know.
Well, yeah, it depends on which way you want to start. You want to start in the Dark Side universe, or you want to start in the DC Prime universe?
You never know.
Got Green Lantern number 34 for those Kyle Rayner fans out there. It's a continuation of him being kind of the Earth-centric Lantern while Hal's off doing his thing. Ryan North's second issue of The Flash. For those of you who enjoy his run on Fantastic Four, this has been entertaining as well.
I'm excited about this. We've had a couple of reboots on Flash recently. One wasn't great. One was okay. I'm really looking forward to this.
And it's tough following up Mark Waid, so it's nice to see, all that going on. You got your Justice League Unlimited. Jason likes these covers, and it's Harley Quinn number 61, but she's also doing a homage to Absolute Batman number 1.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, neither one of us are really reading that one, but it's just fun to flick the covers.
So Justice League Unlimited, what they're doing in Justice League right now is pretty fun. So in KO, all the villains were fighting along with the heroes at the very end. So Superman calls in everybody to fight this final fight against Darkseid. The villains and the heroes are all fighting alongside each other. Well, now the Justice League, they're like, okay, Darkseid's coming back because of course they didn't kill him. So Darkseid's coming back. They're getting ready for this absolute crisis that they think is coming. Darkseid has said it's coming. I don't know why he was like, ha, 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 absolute crisis is coming to you guys.
Yeah, you gotta let them know what's going on.
Yeah, I guess so. So in Justice League Unlimited, they've brought in the villains to be a part of the Justice League. So it's pretty good. Not everyone agrees. There's
contention.
They don't all get along in the Watchtower these days. So it's a pretty fun read.
We also talk about we have got let's see what else.
Superman.
That's right. A continuation of the reign of the Superboys.
So this is fun. Reign of Superboys. Back in the day, Superman was killed by Doomsday. We remember this, right? Superman number 75. He's gone, and we start to see little hints of him coming back. Except now there's 4 Supermans. So that storyline was Reign of the Supermen, and now we have Reign of the Superboys. A little play on that, and we've got the same situation where Superman is missing. He said, "I'm going to go handle some stuff." We don't know what he's handling right now.
Getting ready, he's training to fight Darkseid.
He's going to do some stuff, whatever that stuff is.
Like from Rocky IV, he's probably carrying a big log on the back of his, across his shoulders, running up a snow mountain with a thong.
How Superman does he like wrap a chain around a planet and haul it somewhere?
He's working out.
That's what he's doing right now. So that's where Supes is. Anyway, Reign of the Superboys is fun. I actually was anti this book for a little while. I was a Superman fan. That's my number one thing. I'm wearing a Superman shirt right now. And I love Superman in the most recent runs of the book.
Yeah, it's been a good run.
It's been really good. And that book without Superman is really frustrating to me. So,
but we all know he's coming back.
He is.
The lead up.
But this one's been pretty good. Like what they did with it, I'm enjoying. So
if you're a Superboy Prime fan, and it's all right to admit if you are, you get a chance to see that. It crosses over with that book, Action Comics. I think the Supergirl book has had a tab in there as well.
Yeah.
So it once again, it's a more comprehensive story when you pick up all the chapters, and it's leading up to Superman coming back and the big, heroic battle. At least this time he's not dead, and we're waiting to see how he comes back. Everyone just understands he's off doing something.
He's like, "Hey, you guys go on. I got something to take care of."
If Lois is cool with it, we should be cool with it. And she's cool with it. She's like, "Hey, he's done this before. He's out there." So as the reader, if Lois is fine, you should be fine. That's my outlook on that.
Superboy Prime does the thing that Deadpool does in his comics, where he breaks the fourth wall a lot, and he's a comic fanboy, so he's sort of the voice of us in there. That's pretty fun.
Kind of fun. He gets a part-time job. That's also interesting to look back at. He's working at a comic shop.
Yeah.
So kind of rings true to our hearts.
Yeah, we like him.
Also leading up to this summer's event, Captain America, the Armageddon Assembles. This one and the Wolverine book are all tie-ins leading up into, what's the Red Hulk doing in Latveria. So come grab that.
So an important thing to know, FOC, Final Order Cutoff for that Avengers Armageddon is this weekend. So if you're watching this or listening to it right when it records, you still have time to put in your pre-orders for that book. There's going to be sealed magic cards in with it, Avengers magic cards. Excellent book. I'm looking forward to. I've been looking for a good Avengers book for a while, and I'm hoping this is the one. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed.
How this goes. Let's see. Also this week we've got Youngblood, number 5, which. Hey,
has it been 5 months?
It's been 5 months,
Oh,
and they keep selling out. So Rob Liefeld love is real this time around. Come by, we got plenty of copies of that.
Well, he learned how to draw feet. Have you seen? There's actual feet.
He blocked it off.
He cuts them off there.
He cuts them off there. He's smart. He doesn't want, if I knew I didn't draw feet, and that was what I was told all the time, I'd put people behind boulders and all of that too. We've got, as you know, I enjoy these facsimiles. So you've got Detective Comics Facsimile 577, which is the next chapter in the Batman year 2, part 3.
Yep.
Farland's doing this, written by Barr. And then also to tie in with the Amazon Prime Nicolas Cage Spider-Man Noir series, we've got the reprint, very hard to find issue out in the wild. We've got some of these too. You come in and you get it for $4.99. That's a heck of a deal. Beats paying $100 for it out in the wild. See what else? I think. I mean, of course,
those are the highlights.
There's a lot of great things in here as always. Got some great trade paperbacks for the G.I. Joe fans, the old Marvel stuff. I love I'm always talking up the DC Finest because I think it's a great value. This is the Death in the Family. Now, it's also got a big chunk of issues before that as well. This is not just a trade of that, but once again, for $40, you're getting 25 to 30 issues in there, and this is a great format.
How do we not have a compact edition of the Death in the Family yet?
I think there's one later on in the year, but that's just of Death of the Family. This is, following an order because DC release. If you're a Batman fan, DC Finest, they released the Red Skies, which was leading up to Crisis. Then the next one, Magpie, was right after Crisis, and this is after that. So you're getting all of these issues. You got your chance to get Batman Year 1 in that edition with the other issues that were coming out at the time. So not just a trade paperback of that story. I love those because there were other good stories around those. I love My Death in the Family, but there was some interesting Jason Todd work leading all the way up to that.
So my favorite of that series, Lonely Place of Dying, I loved that.
Oh, yeah. That's after this.
It's right after that. It'll be the next section. But I don't know how they're going to do it because it crosses over with Titans.
They pre-price them all in. They reprint them. They put that there. Yeah, there's a Superman issue in there too. Also for you Omnibus fans, this is Robin Adventures. What I also like about it's got the reprinting of the Batman Family book. That was a run right before the DC implosion that had some interesting Kathy Kane, other filler-in characters along with the Batman story. There was actually a time when they were going to cancel Detective Comics and roll it all into Batman Family, and that didn't happen. But you don't see the Batman Family title reprinted anywhere. And this is also the new format where the omnibus doesn't feel like a chunk of a bulletproof vest. Once again, fairly light. So
it's so much better.
Yeah, this is far. They don't have the spine breakage problem that have been a problem with the omnibuses where a chunk comes out from the binding. So they've kind of figured it out.
Yeah, the paperweight is lighter, but they've maintained the print quality. So those books, I'll tell you, chances are if you buy omnibuses, reading those, you can't like sit in bed and read that thing. It's too heavy. Like you can't
sit straight up.
You have to have a table with the whole setup. You need like a reading desk setup. No, this thing's great. So really like it. All right, come in, pick up your books. Remember, FOC for this week is actually a couple of big final order cutoffs this weekend. We have final order cutoff for Absolute Green Lantern. So not Green Lantern, Green Arrow.
Yeah.
So Absolute Green Arrow is this weekend. And also this Avengers Armageddon FOC, I believe, is also this weekend. So make sure that if you want those, we have pre-orders available on the site. But if you're a subscriber, just add it to your sub. But don't forget, this is the time to do it. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Take care.
See you this week.